How is it going, guys? Sith Holocron from the Dongers of Runeterra, and we're back with another video. And this time I can't really take anything from this. I've just come off Twitch and I've just watched Mega Mogwai rebuild in its entirety the Lucian Senna deck, which way back when had Vi in it, but Vi in it makes it Demacia PNZ. This deck is no longer PNZ. It's not even Bilgewater with Misfortune. As you can tell by this, young man, if you know your Legends of Runeterra, this is Zed. So this is Demacia and Ionia. So what's in the deck? Okay, so he had a superb win streak with this. And I'm just going to take 5 minutes and show you, just by changing one character and a couple of other supports, you can take a decent deck, because by Lucian was a super deck, and make it even better just by changing the champion. So why did he change it? Well, in my opinion, he changed it because Vi is fantastic. She protects Heimer in our amazing Hail to the Donger Heimerdinger, but she doesn't do anything at all to stop, well, anything else, really. And she certainly doesn't do anything to increase Lucian's attack. So if he's seen 4 allies or an allied Senna die, he goes from quick attack to double attack, and the first time an ally dies, rally. So he put in Zed. Why? Well, it's really, 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 really simple. He brings out a shadow. He brings out a shadow. He brings out this guy, who's ephemeral, which means he attacks with a 3/2. You get him for free, and then he dies. So the ultimate combo that you're looking for at the start is a Fleet Feather Tracker. Then you drop down Lucian on turn 2 if you've got him. Then you drop down a Zed on turn 3. And off you go to town. And it's fantastic. Let's go through the deck really quickly. There are 3 1-drop Fleet Feather Trackers. That's pretty good. So you put down another ally, it gets Challenger. Goodbye annoyances, straight through so your Zed can level up and hit even harder. He was running 1 Ranger's Resolve. He now put it to 2. And I'll show you the card that he took down, which is Sonic Wave. Give an ally Challenger. Again, this is a bit like Scouts MF. A bit like the Misfortune Scouts deck. He had 3 of these and 1 Ranger's Resolve. But against things like Ezreal, he then went for a 2/2. Obviously, you're playing Lucian. He's one of your main win conditions. So 3 of. If you've got Lucian, then you're going to have 3 Sennas. The lovely, lovely Senna. The first time an allied Lucian dies, grant me +1/+1 and double attack. So that's a good combo, but it always was a good combo. You can't really play either one or the other without both of them. Single combat is, it's a staple 3 in any Demacia deck. It is so good. It takes out so many good things. It's honestly just get 3 of them if you play Demacia. If you haven't got 3, it's just pointless. War Chefs is so good in 2 ways in this deck. So obviously it's a 3, nice and cheap, only a common card, but it bumps 1/1 to the person beside. So if you put that beside a Fleet Feather Tracker, it's now doing, it's now a 3/2. It can take stuff out really, really easily. It can then also buff up Lucian. It can also buff up Zed. He puts in 2 Shadow Assassins. Not for yoink, not for blunder, not for nab, just for a little bit of unblockable damage, which in that 3-drop thing that you've got here, we have only got 2 1-drops, and only 1 is a unit. And then we've Lucian and War Chiefs, and then 2 spells. And in the 3-drop section, we've got Relentless Pursuit, phenomenal. Especially as that's what, when Lucian dies, he becomes anyway. Senna we've seen, and Shadow Assassin we've seen, and then we have Zed, and Zed, as we have seen, brings out this guy, and there we go. All of a sudden, Lucian levels up real fast in this deck, and you can have a Ionia deck without a couple of Denies and a couple of Will of Ionias. Another card that is an absolute staple in every single Demacia deck is Grizzled Ranger. Yes, he's now a 3/1, and then when you click him, you know, he still becomes that. It's not a 4/4 anymore. Yes, they were nerfed down. They're still brilliant. They're still brilliant because every time he dies, that's another thing up in Lucian. Decent. And the last two cards are absolute staples now. Radiant Guardian. There's that many things dying here that you're never really ever going to not have Radiant Guardian with lifesteal and tough, because things are dying all over the place. So if you've got the 5 mana and you fire out a tracker, or you fire out Zed and the thing is dead, you just drop it down and all of a sudden it's getting both keywords added to it, which just keeps your Noxus up around the 20 level until it dies. And then we've got 2 more, so that's pretty decent. And the final card that is now pretty much replacing Cytherea, to be honest. She was amazing, +1/+1 fearsome for the round each time she attacks. That's fantastic, but this deck kind of likes pulling the problem units to the side. She still gives 1/+1, but she's now Scout and Challenger. So she's an excellent replacement. And since the patch came out that buffed her up, she's seeing more play than any other unit in Demacia over the cost of 6, and has completely replaced our beautiful love of Cytherea the Bold, who is still fantastic, but in this deck specifically, Genevieve is far better. Guys, I'll put the deck code in the bottom of the video. Put it into your game. If you haven't got a clue about what to do, hit us up in the donglers of Runeterra Discord. Links in there too. Again, guys, this is just for us, so keep it quiet and go kick some ass. Now, what have I said at the end of every video? That didn't take long, did it? Like, subscribe, and dong is out.